مرحبا جميعا، أنا نادر من TJS Studysteps للدراسة بماليزيا، واليوم رح نستضيف أول حلقة من بودكاستنا الجديد TJS Community. بهيدا البودكاست رح نستضيف طلاب مختلفين من جامعات مختلفة واختصاصات مختلفة بكل حلقة لحتى نستفسر عن تجربتهم بماليزيا، شو اللي خلاهم يختاروا ماليزيا، شو رأيهم بالجامعة اللي اختاروها، شو رأيهم بالاختصاص اللي عم يعملوه، وناخد منهم كمان وجهة نظرهم لحتى يكون عندكم خيارات أكتر ولحتى تتعرفوا على الجامعات والاختصاصات أكتر. أول ضيفة معنا اليوم معنا ضيفة غريبة، يمكن شايفينها على السوشيال ميديا تبعنا أكتر من مرة. رجاء حنرحب هلأ مع بعض دانيا. Hello Dania, could you please... Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Can you introduce yourself first for those people have seen you probably before on our social media? No. Because this isn't the first collaboration that we've done. So anyways, could you introduce yourself again maybe?
Sure. Hi, I'm Dania. I'm 20 years old. I'm from India, but I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia. And right now I'm studying in Taylor's University, a bachelor's in accounting and finance.
All right, thank you so much. Let's dive in immediately. First thing, how did you know about Malaysia? Like, what motivated you to choose Malaysia as an education destination? Tell me everything from A to Z.
Honestly, for the longest time, I didn't even know it was a thing, like people coming to Malaysia to study. Like, I had no idea about its existence at all. Until I think when I was done with my high school, like after 12th, suddenly there were like these fairs and events happening everywhere, like, oh, education in Malaysia. And then my friends started looking into Malaysia, and then I was like, okay, I'll check it out too, because I wasn't entirely sure where I was going to go. You know, I didn't want to go study in India, and I didn't really want to stay back in Saudi either. So then I started looking into Malaysia, and then it just checked all of my boxes. You know, it's a Muslim country, safe for women, it's close to home, so traveling is easy. And then I started looking into unis, started going to the events, and eventually I was like, I have to go to Malaysia. It's like the best choice.
So you got pretty persuaded into choosing Malaysia.
Yeah, it was like bombarding me from everywhere.
And did you attend one of our events, or did you see us on social media? Like the whole process, how did you feel when you were applying? What happened?
So I didn't go into any of TJS's events, but I did go to one event through which I did apply, but I didn't follow through that. How I found TJS was very random. I was just like scrolling through Instagram, and then like this ad came up like, oh, you want to study in Malaysia? I was like, okay, I'll just fill it up. And then it went up from there.
And 2 years later, bam, you're here doing a podcast with us.
Second year here. Crazy.
Okay. So let's move on to your next question. I want to know about your experience adjusting to the culture and lifestyle in Malaysia. How has it been?
Honestly, like when you come to uni, you meet people from back home a lot. Like I don't think I experienced much of like, oh, the culture is so different, or there's a lifestyle I need to adjust to, you know. It's been very comfortable. It's been like a second home here. Most of my friends are also Indians, and I think I've never had that adjustment phase where I felt like I need to do something.
It's just like moving someplace closer, like the same.
It's nice.
Just as home, but a little bit further.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay. So you didn't have any problem. Wow, that's interesting. Because
I know, right?
I think what people would be most scared of is the different culture, the different food.
It was a fear, especially like, you know, language barriers and stuff, but like everyone speaks English here, like literally everyone. I never felt the need to speak in Malay, even in KL. It's been very chill. It was very surprising.
That's great. So you kind of eliminated my next question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What challenges have you faced as an international student in Malaysia?
Okay, there were challenges, of course,
okay.
Like especially finding out places to eat, like good food to eat, navigating the LRT, MRT, all that. And yeah.
But you know, when I read this somewhere that if you can use the train station in a country that's not your home, you're basically safe anywhere. You're safe to go anywhere. You're safe to travel because, especially in Malaysia.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was a very complicated.
Same.
train
literally the same.
system or transit system, but it turns out it's very simple. You just need someone who's very reliant on it to explain it to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Because Saudi doesn't have this metros thing, right? I was like very scared the first few times. I'm like, I'm gonna get lost. I don't know how to do this. I don't know which station to get off. Especially like if you have to interchange. I'm like, I can't do it.
And they're like most people would prefer not to ask someone on the train.
Everyone
Just
give
Google
different
it.
replies.
Yeah.
Get off the station, then go there, do this, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just book a Grab. Forget
That's
it.
easier.
Don't need to
That's
save
much
money at this
easier.
point.
Okay. How about how do you find the favorite aspects of living in Malaysia? What's your favorite part? What's your favorite thing about living here?
The fact that it's very clean.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's so clean.
It is. It is very clean.
And the people are so nice.
They are.
Everyone is so
these
nice.
2 points, actually, I've never thought about them because they come as like things that just should be whenever you go. And now that you're saying it,
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about it. Yeah, it's really clean, and the people are extra nice.
Extra nice.
Not just nice.
Yeah.
They're always greeting, even the drivers.
Especially the drivers.
Everybody's
Yeah.
always greeting you, saying hi, good night, have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are a very welcoming people.
And there's like so many places to explore in Malaysia, right? You have like everything. You want to go to the beach, go to the beach. You want to go to the hills, you can go to the hills. So I love that too.
I was just about to ask you.
Oops.
Have you had opportunities to explore the country? And if so, what places do you recommend?
So my first year, I went crazy. Like I went to a lot of places with my friends. My favorite was definitely Langkawi.
Okay.
I think everyone should go to Langkawi.
Everyone should.
Everyone should go to
Everyone
Langkawi.
should.
Yeah. And Redang. Redang was beautiful.
Redang. Yeah.
Have you been?
No. But
You
I've seen pictures, and a lot of the people that I know have been there. But I'm more of a like chill by the beach kind of person.
Redang. It's an island.
My favorite part of like my favorite beach would be Port Dixon's. It's close, it's nearby, it's just an hour away from the center of the city. You can go there whenever you want. You don't have to book any like chalets or hotel rooms or anything. You just go and
When we
scram
went to
by the beach.
Redang, it was a day trip. Okay, we came back the same day. All we did was like snorkeling.
Oh,
It was
okay.
beautiful. You think I should go there?
Well, you should take me.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, this next question, I think it would interest a lot of our fans and everyone who's listening.
And
Yeah,
sure.
our potential future students. I don't know what they call them, the TJSians.
Oh, wow. You guys have
Our
a name
community
already.
members, since it's a community. I think people would be interested, or students to be in Malaysia would be interested to know, how do you manage your finances while studying abroad? Because this is a question as staff members, we also get asked from students. So it's good to have a student's point of view.
So the first 3 months in Malaysia is spent on budgeting, you know. That's when you find out how much you're going to spend. Because obviously the first 2 months you're going to spend a lot extra on food because you don't know the cheapest things available, right? So the first 3 months here, we write down all of our expenses and then we decide, okay, this is what we need in a month. And then it goes from there. And then we get, we get like pocket money, right? It's like very limited. So we basically work around that. So I guess it works like that. We work around the money that's given to us.
Aside from what you pay for accommodation, because it's different. Some people choose to go on campus, some people choose to go off campus. Yeah. Aside from what you pay for accommodation, what would you say is an average monthly pocket money or budget money that you need for everything that you do? Going out, dining in, buying stuff for your house.
I think the minimum should be, but this is including electricity because that also varies from people to people.
Yeah.
But I would say between 800 to 1,000. I think 1,000 if you want to be like really comfortable.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Like
really
like
comfortable.
800 is like good enough.
More than good, I'd say.
Yeah.
800 ringgit, yeah, that's more than enough.
Because you have to include like, going on trips.
Oh no, you're planning too much.
Not like big trips, but like going
Like
out.
what? What would you say would be the most expensive trip that you would go to in Malaysia?
I mean, Langkawi was like really expensive. It was,
Really?
like,
I
4
thought the
days.
flights were very cheap there.
Yeah, but it was a 4-day trip.
Okay, that explains a lot.
But I would say between 800 to 1,000 ringgit.
Okay, that
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. But for me, I'd say maybe because I can work with with less budget, I'd say like
Really?
600 would work
What
for
is
me.
your secret? You tell me that.
I know how to budget myself.
The thing is, I don't
My
cook.
secret is I don't have friends. That's
Sad.
it's not a secret anymore. Okay, the next question would be how have you integrated into the student community at your university? Now, personally, I know since I am a Taylorian myself, I know that the Taylors, they have a very diverse set of clubs and societies.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
tell me about your experience.
So, before I even came to Malaysia, I was following the Taylor's Instagram page, right? And then they posted on the story that Taylor's International Student Society were like looking for members. So I signed up and I had an online interview. Before I even began my course, I was already part of the events team of this club,
That's interesting.
right? And then I came here, met everyone, and it was amazing. I mean, I think my favorite part of first year was being part of that club, It's like planning events.
Are you still part of any clubs
No,
now?
I had to leave like end of first year. I mean, second year got kind of really hectic. But for first year, I think it's really, really important to get into clubs. That I joined as many as I could. I was part of the business society, international society, Indian society, Pakistan society, even the debate club. Though I never attended any of the events. But I think it was a very important experience.
Yeah, it is actually. I
100%.
also like encourage everyone to join not as many clubs as they can, just the clubs that they would like for me because I remember I was in TISS when I was
Yeah.
back in Taylor's and I was in the French club as well.
The French club?
Yeah.
Is the French club?
Yeah, there is. I think it's called Voila or something.
Huh.
Yeah, there is. There was. I'm not sure if it's still there.
I don't think so.
Maybe. But yeah, I was in just
Yeah.
these two clubs and I was also in them for like a couple of years. But during my last year, I just quit everything because it can
That
get
happens.
as hectic as you mentioned. So our next question is, what are your plans after completing your education in Malaysia? Would you plan to stay here, look for a job, opt out for masters? What's going on?
So I have given this some thought. I am going to look for a job and maybe work for a year and then go for masters. Maybe Australia or maybe I'll stick to the Middle East. That I've not decided yet. But yeah, definitely work first and then I'll go for masters.
Okay, and would you be thinking of doing masters again here in Malaysia?
Malaysia, that's interesting. I've never thought of doing masters here. Like, for me, Malaysia has always been a country to just do like my bachelor's
Okay.
and then master's somewhere else.
I love how you've separated like the countries
Yeah.
in terms of which degree I should.
Never thought of it that way, honestly. But yeah, subconsciously.
It makes sense maybe
Yeah.
in terms like you want to see more. Like maybe you'd feel after doing bachelor's here that you've seen enough of Malaysia. Maybe you'd want to see another country.
Honestly, I don't think I could get enough of Malaysia.
I know, it's just
There's
it's
so
so
much.
beautiful.
There's too many places here.
Well, for our last question,
Yes.
what advice would you give to new international students coming to Malaysia?
Interesting. So I think the most important advice would be not to be too scared of, having this whole new experience of, just don't be too overwhelmed because everyone that's coming here are going to be like the same way as you. Everyone's going to be scared. Everyone's going to be lonely. Everyone's going to want to make friends. So yeah, it's going to be really, really calm because I was extra scared when I came here and I was like, I don't know anyone. It's going to be horrible. But it was so easy to make friends, honestly. And attend your lectures, don't skip classes, and join as many clubs as you can. You're going to have fun your first year because it's going to only go downhill after that. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Dania. But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
we'd like to give you something as a gift. However, you have to earn this gift. I know it's a gift, but you have to earn it. We're going to do a little Malaysian university quiz with you since you've done your research before you come to Malaysia. Let's see if you know which university suits each program or which university is known for which program. Okay?
Okay, let's
So it's just a simple 5-question quiz in 10 seconds. So the first question, you ready?
Yes,
Okay, let's go. First question, which university in Malaysia is known for its strong programs in hospitality and culinary arts?
Taylor's.
Of course, Taylor's. Number 2, correct. Number 2, which university in Malaysia is recognized for its technology and innovation programs?
I'm going to say APU.
Asia Pacific University, which is APU, correct. Number 3, which university is known for its medical and healthcare programs, including nursing and pharmacy and MBBS?
Newcastle University.
Nope. It's
Do I get another try?
okay if you can guess it correctly.
I can't think of any universities.
It's IMU, International
Oh,
Medical
right.
University. It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name.
Number 4, which university is located in Cyberjaya and is known for its focus on creative multimedia?
It's not Cyberjaya University.
No.
Lim Kong Wong University.
Nope.
I
You don't know?
I don't know.
It's also in the name. It's Multimedia University, MMU. Last
Oh my
question. Last question. You should get this one, by the way. Which university is known for its programs in business, finance, and accounting? This is your major.
It's my major. So I'm guessing done with Taylor, so it's not Taylor's. Sunway?
Yes, Sunway University,
Yes,
correct.
okay.
So you got 3 out of 5 questions
Okay, not
correct.
bad.
Yeah, we're going to consider it a win. So congratulations. And before you leave here, like I said, we'd like to give you something as a gift.
Thank
Of
you.
course, you're always welcome. We'd like to see you more here in our
I love
studio
being
and our
here.
videos. Yeah, we love hosting you as well. Thank you so much. So there you go.
Thank
Congratulations. And would you like to say anything to anyone who's following us or watching us before you leave or before we wrap this up?
Follow, subscribe, like, comment.
Thank you. Thank you for
usual
saying
stuff.
that. Thank you for saying that. Please don't forget رجاء لا تنسوا to like, subscribe and share للفيديو إذا عجبكم. شكرا كتير لمتابعتكم. نشوفكم بالحلقة الجاية. Thank you.